I like a large caramel macchiato with an extra shot and whipped cream, please.
Come again?
Wait, hold on. How much is that?
$4.85.
Okay, better drop the extra shot. What does that make it?
$4.20.
Better make it a small. What does that make it?
$3.30.
Better drop the whipped cream. What does that make it?
Less calories.
Oh my God, and he flew all the way to New York to tell me that. That's so romantic.
It's beautiful, really.
You're not even allowed to leave the state.
What's that now?
It's the Al Travis Show, and we've got a Minnesota sports lifer with us today. Paulie, how you doing, my friend?
Doing great. Happy Friday to you.
Oh, and a gorgeous Friday it is. I literally just texting someone today. You know, the weather, we're going to fuse some 80s down here. I don't know up there where you're at, but we're getting some 80s this week. We haven't had rain for a while. Farmers happy. We are farming down here. 3 days it'll all be done. They're getting her done, which is all great. But then you spend a week, 10 days, and there's no look at rain in the forecast. We're going to be instantly saying, give us some rain. Mm-hmm. It's coming. So
it is. It's like feast or famine. So
it'll work
I get it. But hey, they're getting in the ground, and hopefully we'll get some storms. You'll get them.
Oh, we will. It'll happen. Let me ask you this, because you're a Minnesota sports lifer. We have to be appreciative of any win at any time, no matter the circumstance, right? We're just right.
Yes, we have to, because one, they're rare. And two, we have to look for the good in the world, and that's what we look for.
So the good in the world is a hammy by Steph Curry. I guess here's my point. I think we had I'm asking you, Paul, go back 2 games ago, right? We're going up against Steph Curry. Ants out there. I want to take the best. I've got these guys out and this guy out, and now I'm going to go after this guy. And that first game, oh my gosh. It's like, hello, Minnesota. We're in the second round and we can't make a bucket.
Yeah. Even layups. I mean, it was, that was bizarre. And that's still bugging him. I watched in that game last night. He was still missing some bunnies. It was interesting. Van Gundy was talking about they keep passing Rudy the ball down at his knees. He's a 7-footer. Get him up high. He's above everybody else. Keep it up. And that's it, because when it comes down, they get slapped away, or he can't squeeze it. Yeah. The guy's a coach, and he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, Rudy's missing, those shots. Anthony's missing those shots, but it feels better. We're tied 1-1, and we're going back west. So,
give me the feels better, because it feels weirdly better. Okay, so the first game, we can't hit a bucket. We're down 10, but Steph Curry goes out. So just live that moment. Steph Curry's going out with a hammy. I'm like, 10 points. We'll make that up. I mean, give us the halftime. We'll make some adjustments, and we're going to run this team out of Dodge now. Yep. And they didn't. We lost, and I'm like, so now this game comes in, and it's almost a must-win at home and a game 2 situation, right? I mean, it's like how much pressure, but it was the same start to a game. We just switched teams. Golden State came out; they didn't hit anything I think they made their first bucket after 5 minutes of play.
Yeah, we were 13-0 to start the game, and like a 20-point lead, rather quickly. It was kind of strange. It's hard to know, sometimes a series will tell you what it's going to be like, Here we've got Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know where this is going to, go. I really don't.
Ant is still struggling. He had a very tough start with it. I don't remember. He ended up being 4 for 8, I think, but he's only 6 for 24 or something with the 3-pointers. So he's got to get his groove back. But what should happen, and this is why I'm not too sure, because now we're 1-1, but we go to Golden State. Plus, Golden State's got 2 more days. They had exactly 1 day to get ready for this. They played every one of their people, Golden State. Every player had, they have to go deep. But here's the difference, my opinion. Tell me I'm not saying. When Steph Curry is in the game and healthy, you have not only your best defender on him, but a helper defender too. Wherever he's at, there's the other guy following, because you got to get 2 on him so he doesn't shoot. So that leaves 4 guys on 3.5. With him out of the game, there's no reason our best defender isn't on Jimmy Buckets. Then you go right down the list, and you got the tallest guy in the court with. This should be runaways when you look at it. There should be no chance that.
Well, I agree, and this comes down to we're still missing shots. We make those layups, and this is a 25-30 win. I mean, we're still missing some shots. To your point about the defense, though, I think there were times when our best, Jaden McDaniels is probably our best on-ball defender. But it was Buddy Hield they wanted to take out of the game, and that's where Jaden spent a lot of his time, and smartly, because with his 3-point shooting, they can get right back in it pretty quick. So with Steph out, the next guy you really got to worry about is Hield. And part of it is because Butler's not being aggressive. So they rotated on Butler. Sometimes it was Rudy. Sometimes it was Jaden. Sometimes it was Naz, but boy, he was Hield. They put the clamps on. And I think that's the right play because it resulted in the win. They
Jimmy
can't rely on a consistent 3-pointer.
That's such a great point because Hield can get hot and get out of his way. He'll make everything. Butler doesn't seem to want to be that guy. I think he can, but he generally is the second choice. He feels comfortable there. Where it's on your shoulder, Butler's doesn't work real well for him, in my opinion. So I think they're probably right knocking him out. Now, how many more times must I make the point? And to be quite honest, no one has refuted this. He's had one good game, Rudy Gobert, right? He had the 1 point. But let's just look at Naz and Rudy again. I'm making the pitch for Naz to start this thing. 30 minutes, 11 points. Gobert, roughly the same, 5 points. I know he's tall. How many turnovers did Rudy have? Just like you're saying, I can't handle it. It's by my knees. I can't get it over my head. I don't know what his problem is. But for being the largest man on the court, I give him 10 rebounds. You just get it because you're on the court and you put your hands over your head and the ball hits it. Give me Naz Reid. Is that cracked? Why am I missing? What am I missing?
No, you can make that argument. And
I did.
That's fine. And put Rudy at, And you could argue that. I can't refute it. I mean, it's
just over and over. Yeah.
But I don't know. I will say Rudy made things hard against the Lakers. Luka didn't like shooting over him. LeBron was worried risking getting blocked at the rim. LeBron doesn't worry about that with many guys. So I think that changed the game for that series. But no, that's fine. Naz can start. Right. Then he won't be 6-man anymore. He'll just be an all-star.
Who in God's green earth is Pat Spencer? This is how bad this. This is why we should win this game. The Golden State Warriors are playing a guy. Looked him up. He played some basketball at some obscure university somewhere. He was playing lacrosse for 3 years in college. He's playing in the NBA today. I had to look him up.
And he looks like he stepped out of the movie Anchorman. I mean,
thank you.
Mustache. Really? Is that the look you want? Okay.
That's what you're going for there, buddy?
Yeah. Is that what we're going for?
That's funny.
No, that's a good point. But the key piece of that, Spencer, and all of their other players, for the most part, look, our bench is good. And we're deep. When we go to our second team, we can beat or hang with a lot of starting fives. Yeah. So I think that proved last night that our bench is fine. Our bench is going to hold serve here. I'm just waiting for it might happen sooner rather than later because Ant, he really scared me with that ankle thing.
Yeah.
But he did come back. But that might stiffen up. You never know. I think the Terrence Shannons of the world might get some time.
But you look at Alexander Walker with 20 points, DiVincenzo with 9, Naz Reid with 11.
Yeah.
Those are 3 of the top scorers for our team. You could take out Conley with 6, Gobert with 5, and slide those guys up. I'm missing something, and this is the way we play. I get it. I'm not opposed to Conley, but if Conley gets the double digits, we're winning any ball game. He just doesn't seem to.
Yeah.
So anyway,
and here's the thing. But I will tell you, Chris Finch is showing his coaching mettle right now. Steve Kerr is a very, very good coach. Yeah, he's got great tools, but he knows when he's overmatched, and so he was pulling every string he could. Last night. So he and they hung in there for quite a while. But Chris Finch he held everybody accountable on that game they lost in game 1.
Oh yeah,
Ant he pulled no punches on Ant, and apparently in a closed door session behind the scenes. He called out. He watched film and he called out everybody. Yeah, and so he's got the backing to do that to all of his star players, and they came out and took care of business. Their energy was great. The crowd was good, despite the lull when Ant went in the locker room. Yeah, but no, we took care of it. Let's go out west.
Kerr showed his chops keeping that first game win after his star player went out. He was able to play enough guys and you get it. So Kerr did his. But with Finch with a day, you're absolutely correct. He yelled at the players, and I think that works. And I think it was Charles Barkley who said it. If you don't tell Ant off, then you can't tell the others off when they're not hustling. Ant wasn't hustling, and it's the only way to have credibility. His coaching creds would have been gone, and Ant has to man up and handle it. You're the number one star on the team. You have to show the energy. I completely agree. I think Finch did a fantastic job, and he's being recognized for it because it worked. Look at that. They came out at a 13-0 lead.
That's right. We've got another example of that on the hockey side of the fence, because when Parisi and Suter were here, I think it was Yo or some of the other coaches, they treated them with kid gloves. They got away with stuff they could, they didn't hold them the same accountability. And then the whole team kind of, underachieved because, it's like, well, he doesn't have to do this. How come I have to do this? Yeah. Finch has got it figured out. And no, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. They're going to be late though. And I know you're a morning guy. So these are going to be late starts out west.
7:30 on Saturday, I can live with that. But let me ask you this. Back to if we win this series. It's winning a series, but it just feels like it's different, right? I mean, are we going to be able to take this and say, we kicked the Warriors? Not much. Draymond Green's like a technical foul away from not playing. Now what's left? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was worried when he started making threes. It's like, don't make him make that. But then he started missing them. And it's like, okay, all right. Yeah, he's not the offensive threat. That he's more the emotional heart and soul of the team.
And defensive leader. Yeah.
Why they didn't tee him up after what he was telling the refs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
talk about star treatment.
Maybe the ref knows his mama, and he knows what he was saying was right.
I don't know.
Your mama, my mama. We got to fly. We'll be back after this. We'll talk some Minnesota Twins. Things seem to be turning there, but turning slow. We'll talk about that after this.
All the special interests are represented in St. Paul. But who speaks for you? Center of the American Experiment does. Our policy fellows dig into the tough issues that matter to you and offer common sense solutions on education, taxes, crime, and energy. American Experiment is the trusted, nonpartisan voice of Minnesotans like you. We are working every day to make Minnesota a better, safer, more prosperous place. We are American Experiment. Go to americanexperiment.org to learn more.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
as in alligator. L also in alligator. But it's not alligator. It's the Al Travis Show.
And we've got him, Paul, Minnesota Sports Lifer, with us. Paul, when I say we're coming, Twins seem to have turned a bit of a corner. Buxton's hitting the ball. The rest of the team hit the ball. The pitching seems to be back. We just swept. Now they're the Orioles, but not the Orioles of old. But this is what your team needs to do. We aren't gaining any ground. This Central Division is rocking.
Yeah. The other team's doing well, but we just gotta keep it going. I was at the game Wednesday night, so it was
having
fun.
a cigar.
Beautiful night.
Smoking a cigar outdoor
that.
stadium.
We don't do that at a public place. At a public place when nobody wants to smell it.
In an outdoor stadium with it'd be beautiful.
Nobody wants to smell that. This is not 1929.
I do. I love the smell.
Coat. You're not wearing a fedora.
I would have been. All right, the Twins fedora. That's what we need. That's a brilliant marketing idea. Twins fedoras. I would buy one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, let's okay.
Not in that weird blue thing that's supposed to look like lake water. Would never buy one of those, but anything else.
Oh yeah. No, that it's some people like it. I don't know, but let me tell you what I saw on Wednesday night.
All right.
I saw a nice walk-up crowd because the weather was so good, and that's what I was hoping is that because cold days in April, it's hard to sit and watch a baseball game, and your team is underwater. And
Paul is correct; it needs a dome on it.
The team is improving. The pitching is getting better.
Yeah.
The Orioles came to town. Thank you for not being. They'll figure it out. That's a good team.
Yeah.
But right now we caught them with the right time, and we're able to sweep them. Buxton is hitting a ton. Correa figured some things out. He's hitting the ball hard. Harrison Bader is a find in left field.
Yeah.
And Ryan Jeffers, and Ty France are picking their spots. So it's a dangerous lineup right now. Royce Lewis is back. There's some good juju there. No, I like it. I like it a lot. And they got the Giants as a good team. It's a good test for this team early. They're coming to town this weekend. But no, I like it. And the problem is in the Central, you just got a lot of teams. You're going to have to leapfrog. But the good news is you'll face them, coming up here. Kansas City's coming to town here at the end of the month. So we got opportunities to take care of business.
Did you expect that? I guess is where I'm at on this. I was talking before the season started. You're the AL Central, for heaven's sakes. If you can just be a little over 500, you're probably going to be somebody. And we're looking now. I mean, Detroit's got 25 wins, Cleveland 22, 23 for Kansas City. Those three teams have more wins than anybody else in the American League. You still with me, Paul?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
I am. It got some internet issues, so I'm going to take the camera off.
There you go.
Hopefully
that's fine.
I think Detroit made the playoffs last season. They're a good young team.
They are a good young team, Paulie, and I'm going to tell you your internet is.
It's going to be tough.
Okay. So what do we got to do? I mean, we're winning 6 of 4, or 6 out of our last 10. Actually, it looks a little better than that. But anyway, Kansas City's at 9-1 in their last 10. You don't gain any ground. A week ago, you said we're going to go 6-4. Great, let's move up. We're still 7 games out. Is there a chance for us, Paulie? There's enough runway left.
Yeah, there is a chance. And I think it's about the health. If Royce Lewis can get back and contribute. Avoid the big injuries. I still like our lineup top to bottom. And Pablo's back. The injuries made a difference. So, I think we have a chance. We're 10-1 in our last 11 home games. So keep Target Field, tough place to play. That'll also get the fans though.
So give me your, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3? We sweep these guys. What is your quick prediction?
Oh, I'd be happy with 2 out of 3. Giants are good. Okay. But 2 out of 3 would be just fine.
All right. And you had mentioned something to talk about today, which, by the way, I don't keep up on enough, but the Minnesota Golden Gophers dance team did something?
Oh, yeah. We missed it a couple weeks ago, but they finished like first and second in the national tournament.
So you're saying first and second. So our B squad dance team kicked everybody else's backside. I don't know how it works in the dance business.
Got a really good dance culture in terms of talent and coaching in Minnesota, and the Gopher team is always ranked up there, and they perform at the games. it's all synchronized so well. I don't know. It's impressive. They're athletes, and they deserve credit. So
congratulations to them. Absolutely. Paulie, I hope you get out and watch some of those ball games this weekend, because this is going to be mid-season baseball weather. Hopefully you can get out and do that.
Absolutely. Enjoy the sunshine. And we're in a good spot. Wolves got every opportunity right in front of them. So this could be a good, fun run.
All right, my friend. Paulie, Minnesota Sports Lifer on the Al Travis Show. Back with more.
Chanhassen Dinner Theaters brings you its most popular